Nous avons le plaisir.
And now we shall have the pleasure of listening to Mr. Bensalem Himmich, who is a philosopher and especially the Minister of Culture for Morocco.
Mesdames et messieurs,
ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate you for organizing this wonderful forum in this beautiful setting of Monza. I was really extremely delighted to hear so many world-known experts giving excellent contributions. This makes me an even stronger believer in the fact that now things have changed. In the past, culture was considered as a sort of third sector. Now things have changed. Now culture is increasingly becoming a fundamental leverage of human development on the one hand. And on the other hand, it's becoming an increasingly important industry that produces lots of jobs. I want to talk about culture. Culture saw this great transformation, so we really need to think about its mission. I jotted down a couple of points. So the first mission is to maintain and keep alive creative imagination, and then provide innovative projects for the knowledge-based society, observe and fight the negative impact of globalization and financial capitalism, which do away with the past and also work to the detriment of the interests of peoples. We also need to equip institutions with tools and technology that is adequate for this mission. The Avignon Forum focused on culture for everyone. That was the subject. Who could be against this? Of course, we need to follow up on that. And we can provide culture for everyone only if we define policies and politics that can increase people's purchasing power. Otherwise, we will have minorities with purchasing power that can have access to culture and its services. And on the other hand, we have most people who have to live with very little. And if paper book, I'm sorry to say that, but we can't give up on that. I think it's interesting, for instance, for UNESCO to conduct some regional surveys. Some regions use more paper books and others use mainly new technology. And it would be interesting to see which regions are more educated and more creative. This is just a suggestion for a comparative survey. I don't have any answer. I would like also to plead for generational solidarity. Our children have lots to learn from us, and we, in turn, have lots to learn from them. We can't have a generation gap. That's unacceptable. I think we need to keep our route steady. When Seneca used to do, if you don't set your destination, if you don't set your route clearly, then the wind will be against you. So We need to have clear in mind where we want to go. We need to reorient our young people and lead them, guide them towards love for learning. We have the tools in place. Actually, the tools we have are booming, are expanding. But we need to use them to boost and to improve cultural well-being. And obviously, currently at least, no intellectual that deserves that name, no researcher that can boast that name can snob or ignore this technology. That's not possible. But I would simply say the following. These new technologies can be good helpers, good servants, but they can also be bad masters. Bad masters, I repeat that. And in this respect, I'd like to say that we need to have some protections in place in order to be prepared against an excessive use or a misuse of internet and bad culture. And therefore, these tools could threaten culture industries, publishing industries, and the cinema as well. Xavier Cal used to start his day by reading papers. Gaston Bachelard used to start his day by reading poetry. That's the way they started their days. I note that young people today switch on, log on their computer. We need to strike a balance here. And I must say that in this respect, regulating doesn't belong to the past, neither for this industry nor in the realm of new economy. So we need to implement regulations in order to benefit from the new technology and hence promote culture. And I'd like to insist on the fact that Act Adopi, well, Mitterrand presented it in front of the French Parliament. There were some misgivings, but this act was passed. And what does this act say? It is not against new technology, but it calls on book industries, music industries, and so on, are supported and do not collapse. And there is a fundamental concept in Greek, which is pharmakon. And then, pharmacy and so on derived from this word. Pharmakon is a word with two meanings. It means poison and also remedy. So let's make sure that the new technologies are a remedy to us and not poison. And I'd like to finish quickly by going through some points that relate to culture. We need to shake individuals' consciences so that everyone can acquire ethical values, civil values, awareness and human solidarity. We need to fight violence and extremism and identify the causes for that in order to counter them and protect the society from their dangers. So we need culture to empower us and to free us from fanatism, dogmatism caused by prejudices. We need to learn in order to live better and to be self-confident and promote our will to learn. And finally, we need culture to be a sort of barometer of human development, where goals is innovative competitiveness, the improvement of the well-being of people and societies. These are the strong actions that we need to win this battle and to promote modernity and citizenship, in other words, culture. In Azerbaijan, for instance, culture for them is madaniyat. Medina means city, and in modern Greek, they say politismos, culture, and in politismos, there's the words polis, city. So you see, even languages convey this concept. So there is a strong link between culture, citizenship. Thank you very much.